Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Taylor with Axis Vehicles here to show you most recent build. Pretty straightforward on the outside. We'll do an outside walk around first, but the inside has got some really cool stuff on it. What we've done is we've actually enhanced the electrical system that we usually offer on our sport wagons. In the past, we've used Goal Zero to power everything. We've had a number of requests for more power, longer ability to stay off the grid, but still in a sport wagon layout. So we'll go over that a little bit more in depth. And what we've done is we've taken our revolver power system with Red Arc and Battleborn batteries and adapted that into a cabinet that works with the sport wagon layout. So starting off, we got a 2025 high roof avalanche gray all-wheel drive Ford Transit with the EcoBoost. It has a Q-lift, 2.5-inch Q-lift on it, and then it has the Ford nice aluminum wheels. And this customer opted to put on the Nokian Outpost AT tires, which look pretty awesome. I've never driven these, but the tread pattern looks really nice. Looks like a really sweet tire. So I'm interested to see how these drive. We've run Nokian tires for snow tires on our cars for decades, and pretty interested to see how this performs. So stay tuned. We'll get some feedback on these tires once we get some more miles on them. Sport wagon layout, high roof, window package. So full windows all the way around for extra visibility. Ford had installed this step here for access to the side. We've got our old school legacy stickers on the front. Pretty straightforward going around the grill. HID lights, fog lamps, nice and clean on the outside. I love a nice clean van on the outside. It's so easy to build these things up so they have, everything hanging off them, but when it's just nice and clean, it just looks real purposeful. All right, AMA windows all the way around. This is the slider with a sliding screen as well. This is our exhaust port right here for the heater. And then our two connections here for portable solar and our shore power connection. On the back, kept it real simple. Flatline Vanco rear tire carrier on the passenger side. And now for the inside. Again, it's a sport wagon layout, somewhat modified and updated. So the quick overview. All right. So why don't we knock off the electrical first. So electrical is the biggest upgrade to this one. And usually we don't have a cabinet in the back of our sport wagons. This entire area in the rear is meant for just storage. But when you have additional power, you really need a place to put it all. This stuff takes up lots of space. So if you wanted more power outside of a Goal Zero unit, this is what we came up with. So we essentially modified the side cabinet in the revolver to be able to fit the sport wagon with the seat in the front position. And then we just made a small step down right here to house the heater and gave it a little cutaway so this rear bed platform can pop down. Extra storage up top. And then all of the controls here in the back. So Red Arc Manager 30, an inverter by Red Arc, 2000 watt. This is our inverter outlet, and then this is our shore power outlet when you're plugged into shore power alone. Of course, we have our breaker panels for AC, and then our alarm for propane and carbon monoxide. On the inside, very similar to everything we've done on our revolvers. Lots of stuff in here, so it's really stuff full. But we have a 270 amp hour heated lithium battery from Battleborn, and that's really what sets this apart from a traditional Goal Zero setup. So we're able to draw a lot more amps to power a lot more things a lot longer than if we had a portable generator like a Goal Zero. So if you're looking for a sport wagon and you're wanting to stay off the grid more, add more power, maybe for things such as AC units, you know, exterior mounted AC units, so you can cool the whole cabin in hot conditions, this is a great option. Of course, all the same components we use. So we've got, you know, all marine grade circuit breakers, fuses, everything is soldered, crimped, and heat shrunk. And yeah, power for days. All right, going into the rest of the vehicle. So we have an extra lagoon table here. So this customer opted for 2 lagoon tables, and I'll show you those locations in a moment. We've got a Dometic CFX. I believe this is a 70. Huge fridge. These things are awesome. We have one for our demo sport wagon as well. Dual zone, so you can have one for the freezer, one for the fridge. You can power it off AC or DC. They sip power, and they are really pretty awesome. We really like ours when we're traveling. As far as controls on this, of course, you've got one right here on the end, but you can also control it through your phone as well. So if you want to Bluetooth up, you can do that. All right. Upper cabinet. A great option in a sport wagon because we don't have a full kitchen galley up front. These upper cabinets give you all sorts of great additional storage space for all your gear. Finished in bamboo, aluminum framed, so no rattles or shakes. We've got our rear Max Fan 7500, our lunacy lights, which are dimmable. So for evening, if you need to set the mood. We've got our heater controller right here. Heater is mounted right here underneath. We plumb that directly into the fuel tank. So you have single source fueling, so you don't have to worry about propane or an extra tank of diesel or anything like that. So as long as you have gas in the tank, you got heat. All right, moving up front, we've got our Broad Arrow. I think it's a 1300 trifold, 1500 trifold. I forget the width, but it's about 52 inches. 3 shoulder belts, and this actually will go into a bed as well. And I'll cut away and put that into bed mode so you can see what that looks like in just a moment. And here is the Broad Arrow trifold in bed mode. So you can see it fits nice and snug in there. These cushions are pretty comfy. They're not luxurious by any means, but if you're in a pinch, these will work great. What we offer our customers is if you guys don't feel that this is comfy enough for you, then we have a sleep system that we work with, Hest, which goes right on top, which is then very luxurious. Fitted sheets and a fitted down comforter as well on top. It's really awesome. That's actually what we use in our van for great sleeping. So there you go. 2 lagoon table mounts, one for here and one for the B-pillar on the driver's side as well. And so this, when you have the other table set up, you have a nice dining table. So you have a full lagoon table there and a full lagoon table here. Of course, swivel seats allows you to have lots of room for hanging out. And then our van made gear, insulated window coverings all the way around for all of the glass. And then on the inside, we have our AMA windows with a screen and a slider. So really awesome setup, really great family. This van's headed to Alaska. These guys spend a lot of time off-grid. Their primary concern was with the electrical. Because they spend so much time off-grid, they needed a more robust system as far as power, but more importantly, they needed to be able to heat the battery up in those super cold temperatures so they could get power to their van. And so that's one thing that is really nice about the Battleborn batteries is you can opt to have a heated Battleborn battery. So when you activate the heater switch, it will actually turn on and keep the battery nice and warm. So in those super cold temperatures, 5 degrees and below, you get a nice warm battery that's ready to go when you get back from skiing. And that is the battery switch right there. And that is about it on this rig. Really cool setup. It's really showing the versatility of Sportwagon and how much you can do with it. Tons of storage room, tons of power. Really great setup for family of, I think they're a family of 5 to sleep in here. Still super light, so it's great as a daily driver. And with the lift and the tires, you're gonna be hard pressed to not be able to get places. That's it for this rig. Feel free to reach out with any questions. Thanks for following along on this tour, and give us a shout at accessvehicles.com if you got any questions.